YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to my channel, hit the subscribe button as well as bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the topics in cryptocurrency. Guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Today we're going to talk about some Bitcoin. We're going to talk about some Toshi. As always, guys, I got to let you know I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I'm just the homie. All right. We're just going to talk about some crypto, as you guys could see. Total market cap coming in at a 2.6 trillion. Fear Greed Index coming in at 21. The market is starting to pump a bit, but we want to know, is this pump legit, right? Bitcoin coming in at 82. Pretty interesting. Interesting price action to see on a Friday. I'm actually very interested to see what's going to happen with this price action. We'll see, right? Let's look at some Bitcoin. As you guys can see, Bitcoin is coming in at 82,000. Up 2% on the day. Is Bitcoin actually creating higher lows here, or did we just create a rising wedge and start breaking down? That's kind of what I want to know, because we do know that, again, the market closes today. It's Friday, right? Usually we see some sell-off into the weekend, and again, we're seeing a pump, but is our trend once again starting to break down, or are we going to continue this uptrend? We have been getting some good volume today. So I definitely can't eliminate that fact. I mean, we're pretty much in limbo right now as far as what we're going to do, right? If we reject off this zone and start headed back down, then yikes, right? If we break out of this zone, then this could be bullish, right? Maybe we can have a breakout. We could have even possibly see this happen like pretty soon. I'm pretty sure we're probably sitting right on that. Yep. Right on that 1 day resistance. Interesting. Very interesting. The market is cooking right now, boys. But is it with legit fire? Is it legit fire, or is it just, are we cooking with smoke right now? We just like cooking with smoke, because this thing, man, look at how much buy volume we've got. This is the most volume we've gotten in a cool minute. It's been a minute. Interesting. And my coffee, by the way, McDonald's iced coffee. This is America size, boys. Palpitation size. All right. Get you one of them McDonald's iced coffee. This is not brought to you by McDonald's, but yeah, get you one. It's a great way to start off the day. As you guys can see, though, Bitcoin is still in a downtrend, right? This daily chart still showing we're in a downtrend. We've had multiple touches of this zone right here. It's not the first time that we've tried to have a breakout. Every time we get to this zone, though, it's always like a time of like, are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Is this the time? And it's just been like one thing after another. This right here was, I feel like, really the fork. That was like, this is what really set it off. And this was the buy bit hack. We were up at 96 right here, and this thing, or at 98, and this thing sent us all the way down. If we would have hit that 100K, bro, I really feel like if we would have hit 100K right there, we would be having a totally different conversation right now. But again, when we rejected off of this zone, as you guys can see, this caused so much fear. It caused so much fear. And then again, we had this rejection here, and it's just been a downtrend ever since, right? Created this rising wedge right here. Then look, shoulder, head, shoulder, breaking down. And still higher lows right now, but some euphoria going into Friday, which is actually, I don't know. It's not really, well, I don't know. I don't know if I could say it's not what I expected, or if it is what I expected. Because I do expect still for us to probably see some breakdown in price, because I just feel like we're in a downtrend. I feel like we're still in trade war, like the China thing. You know, like, I get it. They put like a 90-day pause on it, and a lot of euphoria went back into the market because of that. But again, we still going at it with China. So, and we still in a downtrend. But at the same time, like, maybe we could be out of this pretty soon. I still think June, July. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I still think June, July. I think you go with fundamentals on this. I think you go with the long-term indicators on this. Guys, when I trade, I start off long-term first, and then I go short, right? So I could already see, not why this, right? I can already see, though, on some of the long-term indicators that Bitcoin is still in a downtrend. And then on some of these short-term indicators right here, we could have some kind of recovery, but at the same time, we can still break right back down. We got higher lows though. We do got higher lows. We cannot argue the fact we got higher lows. But look, 2 rejections off of this right here. Honestly, I think this sell-off happens soon. Something's going to happen soon. It needs to be big green or big red right here. This is one of them situations where it's big green or big red because, again, the daily says so. So, I mean, maybe this was actually this is actually a decent size. Maybe this is the candle that I was thinking about already formed. This red candle right here. It formed, it closed, it touched this bottom, and it came back up. But again, we might see some more big green, big red because the daily chart is just sitting right up against this Keltner channel. And either we're going to see a rejection, and it's, in my opinion, going to be a big rejection. It's going to lead to a lot of sell-off. If we have sell-off into the weekend, I would be ready for this bad boy to drop right back down where it was, be at probably 75 by tomorrow or 74 by tomorrow. And even possibly by Sunday, us be looking at another leg down even possibly. It's a possibility. I mean, we could be looking at 70K Bitcoin by early next week if the market does decide it wants to break bear. But the market decides that, you know, we like this news, this 90-day tariff pause. Things are going good on the back ends, even though they already told us that they were going to wait to cut rates, which is, to me, they're basically kind of letting us know, like, I feel like they're telling us, like, bro, we're gonna wait to do this. So in my opinion, they're gonna cut them rates, and it's gonna stimulate the loans, and then they're gonna need to, if they're telling us that they're gonna wait to cut rates, that's basically them saying, like, we think that the market's gonna go down, because when the market goes down, they have to cut the rates, and then once they cut the rates, then they're going to probably, I feel like, start printing more money. They're going to need to stimulate the economy again, right? They got to figure out a way. Now, we stimulated loans for businesses and for people to stimulate that part of the economy. Now we need to give some people some money to start the businesses and to start these things. I feel like we're going to get some kind of stimulus money. Again, that's just my crazy foil hat theory, guys. That's not like a fact. But I would be staying up on news on stimulus checks and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff already out there, but I'm sure a lot of it's rumors. I don't think anything is like set in for sure that we're going to get some kind of stimulus or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the video comment section if I'm wrong on that, if we are going to get something like that. But yeah, right now, Bitcoin coming in at 82.5. This is key support right here. Did we just see... Are we going to see something, or did we just see something right now? Did we just see some green right now printing? Look at this. Yeah, this is the big red. This is what I was thinking about, right? Because we had this reject off of here. But my thing now is, like, we're still trending up, but we broke underneath this bottom level. Just temporarily. Just a little bit. But are we going to be able to now have enough volume to push up out of this? Or is our trend breaking down again? Is this a rising wedge? Or is the trend still going up? We do still have higher lows ultimately, but just on this smaller time frame, I'm just getting a little bit concerned. Ultimately, guys, I don't really trade on little tiny time frames like that. I would usually look at, like, the 1 hour would probably be like the smallest time increment that I would look at. But look, we talk about this McDonald's M on the channel. I'm not loving it. This trend is weak. That's what I'm concerned about. But it could really, I mean, if we could stay above 82.5, it could be a good situation. Let's talk about Toshi. This video is so long. We haven't even talked about Toshi. Oh my God. Look at Toshi though. Up 8%. Booming, boy. Booming. 112 million market cap. 554,000 holders. It's booming, boys. As you guys can see, creating higher lows ourselves over here on Toshi. And I told you guys that once Bitcoin decides it wants to make a move, Toshi Coin seems to be one coin that people are looking at. And this is exactly what you guys want. If you're bullish on Bitcoin, in my opinion, and you're bullish on cryptocurrency and you're looking for decent long-term projects, I would be looking at coins that are pumping when Bitcoin pumps the way that it is right now. I would be going through all these coins and looking for good coins. I told you guys the coins that we're going to be pumping first would be these blue chip projects. It's going to be things like Ethereum, XRP, and I'm just kind of naming them off, Solana, Those are like blue chip projects, maybe like Cardano. Hopefully Chainlink pumps. That would be great. Sui, I feel like will probably do pretty well too. I'd be looking at like a lot of DeFi projects that are like really undervalued right now. That can be good long positions. Like some of these projects, guys, I just feel like we're just so early in crypto. Like even CRO. I mean, I don't know about CRO because CRO has like honestly been trading around 10 cents for like since last cycle. This thing really, it goes up and down, but it doesn't get a ton of volume. And one thing I always pay attention to is the volume. I always say I look for coins that have volume on these dips. It's the same thing that big exchanges look for is what you should be looking for on these dips. You should be paying attention to the things that start trending, communities and stuff like that. I think Pepe is going to be one of these coins that probably sets off this meme coin rally. I think that Pepe will recover and do well. Again, maybe it's found a double bottom here with Bitcoin as well. I don't know. I feel like this is a coin, again, that will pump with Bitcoin, though. As you guys could see this year, kind of looking a little funky. But Pepe coin, yeah. And I'm bullish on it. I think that Pepe coin will do well. I think a lot of these coins will do well, even like SHIB and stuff like that. I think that those coins will do well. I know that people are like, oh, SHIB is so big now, and you know, just people sleeping and they don't want to be a part of it. And you know, I think if Doge does well and all this other stuff will also do well. I think if Doge does well, SHIB will do well. They just kind of pump together. That's kind of how the market moves, and that's the same thing that I expect honestly with Toshi. I expect Toshi to start pumping with a lot of these other cat coins. And that's all it takes, guys, is one good cat cycle. And Toshi Coin can really be that number one cat. In my opinion, I mean, what other cat coin? I mean, people are not really talking much about PopCat that much anymore. People are like, look at the communities, even on Twitter. Look who's like making the most noise. I do polls and I put Toshi in there. I put PopCat in there. PopCat gets like barely any likes. And I love PopCat, dude. I think it's a great community. Same thing with Mog. Mog is an amazing community. I love the community. But I just see Toshi Coin showing up all the time. All the time. I try to get these guys in Mog to show up. Maybe they will show up, guys. Maybe they'll show up in this video. Maybe they'll show up in the comments or maybe on Twitter. And again, I love Mog. I feel like Mog will do great. We talked about Mog early on the channel. We talked about all these coins early on the channel, guys. We talked about PopCat around maybe 3 million market cap, guys. We talked about Toshi Coin around like 12 million market cap. And some people will be like, oh, why you talk about Toshi? Toshi's down and it's never coming back and da-da-da. And guys, I'm telling you, I've been talking about this coin. And it's been correcting. It's been having these massive corrections. And sometimes we'll sit down for a long time and it'll take a good long while for this thing to recover, but it's recovered. And again, this is a coin that is listed on Coinbase. Coinbase is a big exchange. I feel like Coinbase is an exchange that's going to be successful. I feel like meme coins are going to be successful in 2025. And in my opinion, I mean, well, this is just facts. There's not a lot of meme coins on Coinbase. I don't know if you realize that, if you've actually gone on Coinbase and scrolled through and look how many meme coins there are. There are meme coins on there, but there's not a grip of them. It's not like Binance where they have like millions of meme coins to pick from. Like Coinbase doesn't have that many meme coins, and Coinbase has a ton of trade volume every hour, like just on a daily, like billions of dollars. So, I'm bullish on it. I think that the company is just really getting started. I feel like cryptocurrency is really getting started. Our entire space, I always tell you guys, is smaller than Apple. Literally, the entire cryptocurrency space. All the scammer money, all the rug pull money, all the big crypto whale money, all the Bitcoin people, everybody, everything accumulates. The Solana poo-poo coins, everything accumulates to $2.61 trillion. Smaller than Apple, guys. But we are in a space that I honestly believe will be bigger than the stock market. And if you're bullish on cryptocurrency, if you have a long-term mentality instead of a microwave mentality, I think that you'll win in this game, because historically people have won doing this. Cryptocurrency is something that changed my life, and that's why I'm Crypto J. I said on this channel, even when when I started on this channel, Bitcoin was around like $3,000, by the way. And I was even saying back then, one day Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million. I didn't think that we would be hitting 100,000 as fast as we did, though. I don't think anybody thought that we'd hit 100,000 as fast as we did, especially in November when Bitcoin was sitting around like 66K and then shot up to over 105. Nobody predicted that. Nobody predicted that. We were saying maybe by the end of the year it would do that. Nobody predicted that it would go over 105. So just keep that in mind, guys, that Bitcoin will always shock people. I feel like Bitcoin will continue to shock people. People selling it, people bearish on it, people talking bad about it. Welcome to the community, buddy. Welcome to what I've been dealing with for years now. Welcome to, this is how the cycle goes. And this is why I say nothing's changed, because literally it's the same people. It's just, no, it's not the same people. I'm sorry. It's the same person, the same mentality, the same retail trader, because we all come into the market with the wrong mentality, right? We're not buying this stuff at times when it's cheap. We're buying it times when it's euphoric, when our friends are telling us about it and stuff like that. And then we make a little bit of money. Now we got to go tell grandma, we got to go tell this person, that person. Little do we know, as a retail investor, that we're actually buying in at a time when it's actually not an accumulation zone. People were already accumulating. The whales were already accumulating, right? They already dumped the price down and started accumulating. And that's what I've been telling you guys that they're doing right now. They've been dumping this price down and accumulating. So even if we do reject, which again, we can reject, 82.5 is kind of the resistance. If we do reject, I'm still buying in this range. I'm buying even if it even when it rejects. If it rejects, I'm buying it. If it pumps, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into it, because two things that you're not going to be able to predict, and forget anybody who tells you this. One, nobody knows the future. Okay. We don't know what's going to happen in this market. It's totally unpredictable. Two, nobody knows what the top is going to be of this cycle. So anybody that will tell you, oh, the top's going to be at 250,000, that's a guess. That's an estimate. That's a prediction. And also, whoever tells you that they know when the bottom is going to be, that is a guess, that is an estimate, that's a prediction. It's based off of market sentiment. It's based off of how the market feels, not how we feel, not about what, we use TA, we do use indicators and stuff like that to find levels of support. But again, sometimes those levels of support don't hold. Sometimes they break down. There's a chance that I'm saying my rock bottom lowest is 68. And I've been saying that now for months, because again, I see the type of trend that we're in. I think that, again, this will still take months to play out. I think that I'm still sticking to my guns of June or July. Unless we see a confirmed breakout, then I might change my tune. But right now, again, I have not seen a confirmation. In my opinion, we're still in a downtrend. I don't get euphoric about these times, because right now, honestly, it's looking like a prime short opportunity, in my opinion. But I'm also, again, not a professional. So who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll get liquidated. But again, we're still in this downtrend. We're coming up on some key resistance right now to let us know, are we going to break out? Are we going to break down? But there's just a lot of indicators, in my opinion, that are still pointing like we're not out of the woods yet. So again, but also we have a heavily manipulated market. It's insane right now what's going on, just all over the place. So interested to see, again, rising wedge forming here. Concerned about this. If we have a rejection here and we start headed to some we can see it head down to these lower levels. If we reject off this 82.5, we really got to break above it. If we break below it, I'm concerned. Again, look, rising wedge here too. And we've seen what happens when these rising wedges form, right? It could lead to some big sell-off, right? And again, we're coming in on a Friday today. It's going to depend on how strong the market closes. I want to know what you guys think, though. Let me know in the comment section below. What are your price predictions on Bitcoin? Also, how bullish are you on Toshi? Are you bullish on Toshi? Let me know in the comment section. And again, guys, every single comment and every single like on this video helps us in the algorithm, and it helps my channel a great deal, guys. A lot of you guys will go on these videos and then you'll go onto my other videos and you go like those videos. I really appreciate that. All you guys that do that, you're amazing. You're a real homie, and the homie appreciates you guys. Also been making a lot of shorts too, and the shorts been doing pretty good. So check out those, like those shorts. It all helps. I'm going to keep making you guys content as always, guys. If nobody loves ya, Crypto J loves ya, and I'll catch you next video. Peace.